Chuckles and Flammenwerfer, enlisted by TheRussianBadger.
Hey, I'm about to get bingo.
The Flammenwerfer. It werft Flammen.
We got drip jokes. Baby. Tank jokes.
Be me stabbing it down GI. Who's the bratwurst now?
He said kraut.
Oh, you came to the wrong swamp, Americans. You came to the wrong swamp.
Hey, yo, I'm about to get bingo.
You're getting the work, baby. You're getting the work.
Somebody say down bad. I'm gonna get bingo. I'm gonna get bingo.
He's so crispy. He didn't want original recipe.
I'm built different. That didn't even hurt, bro.
That is an introduction. 27 seconds. I'm already in.
Welcome to Enlisted, the brand new first-person shooter where you can play as an entire squad at the same time. And I know this looks and sounds a little weird, but I'll explain in a second. Firstly, thank you to Enlisted for sponsoring this video. It is free to play on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X/X, and it's got cross-platform support. Trust me, this shit is fire. The good kind, not the bad kind.
I'm on fire! Fuck!
Register using my link below and get yourself a free bonus. Do it right now. I am no longer asking. Just kidding. That's a joke. This isn't loaded, and it also isn't real. So please play the game because it's awesome, and let me get to that. Enlisted is...
I actually still really like that it'll have like the Razormine sound. You'll have some Payday 2 soundtracks in the background. I mean, there's a number of creators. Dear viewer, you can even look at me like, Kip, didn't you used to do like firearms reactions or something? No, you're correct. Mostly Kip Rex has just been taking up my entire time at this point. But I like that because there's a number of creators who will like say start with X and then they'll deviate to Y, or maybe they even like try to not associate with X anymore. And like I'll redact videos from time to time depending on a number of factors, right? Effectively 1.3K-ish videos. I'm gonna redact a couple and get just if they don't align with anything or I feel I didn't do a good job on the reaction, right? But it's really cool to see that. It's a small thing, right? It's a like this is a talking point moment ? But I think that it's really cool to be able to see that pipeline of still recognizing things that the community liked about you, things that people liked about you, things that you did which were really cool because his Payday videos are awesome.
It's an incredible hybrid between a realistic shooter and an arcade shooter with unprecedented scale. I've never seen this many GIs blasting 30-06 downrange in my life. Why are you clustered, you gaggle fucks? Spread out. Like, what is this? The thing is,
it's the Skyrim moment when you spawn into like Mark Carth or whatever, and all the cards are right there bunched up.
Instead of controlling a single soldier, you're in control of a whole squad, and hitting the Y key at any time lets you swap between members. Like, is there a punk-ass tank ruining your day? Swap from your machine gunner to your demo man and show him what a shape charge feels like. Wait, I have a demo guy for this. Check this shit out. Oh my god, that's all it took.
Can I borrow that?
Did you just get domed by a sniper while playing your squad leader? Swap to one of your riflemen and save them. Or run away. It's really up to you.
No, I just sniped an officer and it's a whole team left and they died.
Anybody in your squad not controlled by you automatically becomes an AI bot, so you might be shooting at a human, a bot, or if someone's quickly hot swapping when they die, you might just kill the same human player 4 straight times.
You killed one of me, but did you kill all of me?
Exactly. And I love this part of the game because it constantly keeps you in the action, unlike so many other World War II shooters where you spend half the game bleeding out on the ground. Am I right, Dallas?
I'm dying!
We call the whole hot swapping between different squad members mitosis, which probably isn't biologically correct, but once you play a game or two, you'll definitely see what we mean. World War II.
I mean, to be fair, like what mitosis and meiosis are two separate concepts that are kind of in the same vein. Like there's absolutely differences there. But if you say mitosis, everyone knows what you're talking about. It's kind of one of those like social good enough kind of phrases. Like, yeah, there's absolutely nuance, right? But it's one of those things where there's absolutely nuance, but this is a good enough thing. I think it's interesting. I think that's an interesting way to approach the game. Instead of having a singular character, actor, hero, etc. that you're playing, right? You have a squad, and it seems like you can freely swap between squad members. So therefore, you can assume direct control, Mass Effect style, and try to take on the problem with the specific toolset. Tank, sure, I'm sure Panzerfaust is a thing, right? If you go into sniper, right? Cool, awesome. Well, time to counter snipe. I think it's super interesting.
And a lot easier if you could split off by my toes. Technically, there is a normal mode where you're controlling one dude and one dude only, called Lone Fighters, for a more hardcore tactical feel, but we were having so much fun with the chaos of squads, we barely even played it.
The woods outside of A is looking like a damn movie, bro. I need help over here. Oh, God.
Speaking of movies, holy shit did they ever nail the environments. The beaches of Normandy are something straight out of Saving Private Ryan, and the fact that I landed on the German side of the beach most of the time. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I'm mowing dudes down. Try to be a waste of ammo, please. Your kneecaps are gone. Oh, you're dead too. I can pretty well get them fresh out the boat. Like you taking a stride or two and you getting cut down. It's almost like the dude is mid-phrase. Like, I can't believe I missed.
You must be Goofy. You think you're getting up this beach and it's just a picture of Goofy walking on the beach.
Oh, I think that guy accidentally cooked his grenade too long. He a little bit. To let that go. We're just out here, you know, making sure the allies don't get up the beach.
Because fuck him, that's why.
If the Battle of Normandy is a little too sandy for you, why not try out the Battle of Moscow? There's plenty of snow, plenty of tanks, and plenty of anti-material rifles ready to punch planet-sized holes into just about anything.
Oh shit, I could pen the wall? Oh, y'all fucked up now.
Yo, I have a PTRD, so I'm ready to blow a crater into someone's head. Oh, I got somebody! I nailed you right in the chest, Koala! Ooh.
So this is a Gaijin game, right? Because isn't that the same? I actually don't know who makes this. Isn't this because this is the thing that they use in War Thunder, right? Because I still hear about War Thunder, and everyone jokes about X amount of days, 0 days since last War Thunder leak, right? I don't know if I've heard about Enlisted recently. I'm assuming the game is still operational. I just haven't heard about it.
Badger, you asshole.
Dog, is that your whole ass tank? Oh, that's your whole ass tank. I think I hit your gas tank. Oh, shit.
Jackpot. Big potatoes with more armor than this.
I just pulled up. Is this a good spot? Got him on the move.
Disgusting.
On the move. I'm gonna finish you off with a fucking knife. Beta Squad comes next, and man, have you got some choices here. From regular-ass trooper squads with Kar 98Ks, which you can have 9 of, by the way. So before you call it a shitty bolt action, remember that I've got a fucking school bus of Germans ready to prove you wrong. Fair safety of me? Kar 98K is actually a good rifle, though. I like it a lot.
Fucks the bees.
Triple. I'm fucking
Disgusting.
nuts. Ass alters are basically troopers of the full auto SMGs because the trench isn't gonna clear itself, especially when Heavenly's dumbass refuses to leave it and needs some 9mm encouragement sent his way.
Guys, I need to kill one of your calls real quick. Let me hold that MP4. Let me hold that MP4.
No. Fuck you. How are you tanking those rounds? Oh, it is 9mm. That actually kind of makes sense. Gunners are quite the addition to a team because no matter how outnumbered you are, an MG34 can solve between 800 and 900 problems per minute.
Gamers inbound.
It's okay, I have a very good machine gun. It does not matter, Goose.
They're on the wall. They're on the wall. They're coming in.
They think they can take me. You dumb motherfucker. Oh my god, fish in a barrel.
Fantastic.
In a barrel. No.
Man, setting up those firing lines just works. Am I right? Like, oh my god. Absolutely just shredding.
Threw a frag and I was already in a different spot. That was perfect. All right, I still got dudes. I still got shooters alive. Yeah, punked.
Still got mitochondria at sea.
This is the spot, Heavenly.
You with the MG?
What you can do is, Heavenly, you can shoot and then swap to your other dudes that also has an MG34 and they don't know which one of you is human. And you can just always play musical chairs. Snipers are self-explanatory.
I like that. That's actually super interesting. So the word that comes to mind when I'm thinking about this game is modularity. We have modularity in regards to you playing, sure, and there's so even for 3 methods of play, right? So obviously the core game mode is going to be the 5-man game mode, right? The 5-man squad swap between. But you also have that single-man game mode where not every game can do that because effectively the game is cutting out like the selling point, right? It's cutting out this is the feature of Enlisted. You can swap between squad members. Not every game can do that, right? It's like Halo taking away shields, but then you get SWAT, right? I mean, it can do that correctly. Or if it's something along the lines of taking a radar away in a game that really focuses on radar, right? Like, certain games can omit those basic features in order to make a new playlist, make a new game. And there's preferences within, right? I mean, Call of Duty back in Modern Warfare 2, which is the one I've really played the most of, right? Old Modern Warfare 2. You have your free-for-all players, you have your TDM players, you have your search and destroy players. I was not a search and destroy player. I am not good enough to be a search and destroy player. You have your bare bones, your hardcore players, right? I actually kind of miss that. I mean, I guess modern Call of Duties have the same thing as well, though, right? But I don't know. I kind of miss it. But I think those specifically catered to potential infinite growth audiences. I don't know if modern Call of Duties after 2019 just haven't sold me on it, if that makes sense, unfortunately. But modularity is the word that comes to mind here, where you can play musical chairs with your squad members, with seemingly all of them having machine guns, right? To be able to hold it, like Wasteland Modern Warfare 2. If you hold that center room, if you and a couple buddies can hold that center room, oh man, you're just farming at that point. It's great. So I think this is cool. I think that being able to approach a game not only from the actual like playlist modularity standpoint, but I'm assuming there's going to be a ability to customize, maybe even change weapons and stuff, which I mean is kind of standard in FPSs, right? But the reason I think that works in terms of modularity here is it seems like you're able to say, well, I'm going to completely omit any sort of anti-tank, anti-vehicle weaponry to just go full on MGs, or I could just firing line Car 98, right? The game allows you to do it, right? Not in the same way. And I talk about this as a talking point with Destiny because to me, as a game design standpoint, it does fail. Where, well, Radiant gives you this buff. Oh, well, that's not the Radiant buff that, you know, your Hunter with Golden Gun gets. And if your Hunter with Golden Gun steps in your Well of Radiance, they lose their Radiant. Therefore, their Golden Gun will do less damage, right? As far as I remember, it's not explicitly stated that works. It's not explicitly stated how Tractor Cannon's debuff works in tandem with Divinity's debuff. It's why I praise Diablo 2, a game from 20 plus years ago, that, I'm sorry, this just says plus X% of this, and it just does plus X% of that? Sign me up, my guy. Like, there's something special about that. When you can just RTFC, you can just read the card, read the text, go into something and go, I'm sorry, is that how this works? And it just works. There's not really stipulations on what works, what doesn't. Even in things like Final Fantasy 14, right? We have certain Scholar and certain Sage barriers. It does explicitly say that they don't stack with certain Scholar and or Sage things, right? Like, at least you're informing the player at that point.
And I don't use them. I no-scope Jello with one once, and that's that.
Das ist mein soul brother.
Oh, no-scope Jello, get
all
no-scope!
disgusting.
Is Demo Man, and this is a fantastic time to remind you that Enlisted is currently in open beta, because my chat was going nuts that there's no bazooka, no Panzerschreck, and no Panzerfaust right now. But they just added the Panzerfaust while I was animating this video with the Battle of Berlin. I'd be shocked if Gaijin doesn't have the other two eventually, and I had plenty of fun with the Piat anyways. A shape charge and a big-ass spring works for me.
All right.
Y'all,
Low in the valley.
Yeets! Oh, that's a double! It hits him so hard!
I love everything about that. I didn't know this existed before this video. I love everything about that.
Oh, I got him! I killed at least two. He's not quite exploded yet, though. Go down, you bitch! There you go.
There you go.
Done. Flame Trooper is the best class regardless of team. You've got the Flammenwerfer 35 on the Germans and the M1 on the Americans. Perfect for exacting revenge on all those bunker campers on the beach. You get what you fucking deserve.
Oh, hang on.
Yo, I'm in the bunker. I'm in the bunker.
All right, I'm coming in.
I got the flamethrower out. Oh, burn, baby, burn!
Roasted toast.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cover the whole thing in fire, so nobody can even step foot in here. I mean, where are you gonna step?
right,
You're
we
just gonna
got it.
immediately catch on fire as soon as you come in here. All right, we're good. Oh no, that is more Germans. They actually did step on all of that fire and die. That's hilarious. Believe me when I say that I could have made this entire video about the flamethrower. The ability to seal off entrances, exits, and flat out torch an entire room in seconds makes me feel some type of way. Don't peek me. Do not peek me while I have this out. Yo, don't peek.
Nice.
Don't peek. He has an M2 flamethrower. Don't peek. Oh, that is a bad guy. Drop shot flamethrower,
The drop.
baby. Oh, you're all getting the business. Oh my god, the dude's coming in here. Oh, yes.
Howdy, partner.
You're not coming through here. I'm sorry.
Howdy, partner.
You're a little crispy. Oh, no, Heavenly, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that
I'm
to
a little done
happen.
around the edges. I need
It's
to
all right.
tan
We're already
anyway.
ready for a cremation. We'll make it happen. Radio operators and mortarmen are complete fucking garbage. Correct me if I'm wrong, hardcore
Really?
Enlisted players, but in my experience, they're ass. I don't know if action shifts too quickly, your enemies avoid it, but I have dropped these things boatloads of times without any major results. Pilots do the
I think that's interesting to think about, though. I'm sure the state of them potentially change down the line. I don't even think it comes down to an issue of, like, we'll just hit them 5-head. I don't even think it comes down to that. Sometimes a game is either just too slow or too fast for something to happen, right? Like, the majority of Pokemon games, Wobbuffet, for instance, like, doesn't really do anything, right? But the moment you start like actually like using super big brain predicts on, say, I don't know, an Ultra Necrozma or Mega Rayquaza hitting you, that is going to guaranteed knock you out or at least get you very, very close. Yeah, suddenly you're trading KOs with Counter and Mirror Coat, and suddenly you're being able to get, was it a Custap Destiny Bond into a cheesy knockout? So we actually do see a correlation between a format becoming more powerful, a game state becoming faster, more lethal, right? And certain things like Wobbuffet coming up in usage. Certain things like Quagsire, Unaware Quagsire, being able to be like, huh? The funny cat meme. You just boosted? Bro, what? What does that even mean? And Pokemon's the only one that comes to mind offhand. I guess another one's like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Certain things like Droll and Lockbird as a hand trap. As a format approaches Tier 0, there's a direct correlation to more people siding, if not maining Droll and Lockbird to deal with the format, right? Like, certain tools are useful if a game is slower versus certain tools are useful if a game is faster. I don't know enough about this to really say one way or the other. If a game like Call of Duty is going to have a lot of maps that are, say, like Rust and Nuketown, you might see a uptick in things like MP5s, Vespers from Black Ops 3. If it's more long range, you might see an influx in longer range weapons. Last I checked in new Modern Warfare 2, I think battle rifles were in a rough spot, but I mean, like, snipers were pretty fine. You'll probably see an uptick of assault rifles and stuff. So it's interesting from a game design standpoint to like look at some of these things for me. Why doesn't this work? Like, what about this makes it not work in a vacuum? Because it could be damage, it could be range, it could be the trade-off for being able to have it, right, like a point-buy system. I don't know how the game functions specifically, but it's fascinating to understand why certain things work and why certain things don't work, and if it's a subjective versus an objective stance.
Job so much better, because who cares about Artie when you can drop 500-pound bombs on a bee 6 times?
Okay, valid.
Here we go.
Oh god, I can hear it.
21
Wow.
kills, baby! 21 in a single pass. As long as you remember to not crash until your bombs explode, because if you die before they detonate, you won't get credit for the kills, which is like the whole point. This should be good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Disgusting.
You killed everybody. All I see is Badger kills all these people. And then there's also Badger kills Heavenly, Austin, Brown,
Tankers are available if you'd rather keep your vehicle play on the ground, and they're dangerous yet challenging to use.
They moved a whole lot slower back in the 1940s. What the fuck?
We got standing on my tank. I don't think they can do anything to me. I don't think they can do anything. Oh, I just shot that guy's shins off. Oh my god, this is like this is a firing squad. Get over, crosshairs. Get over.
Nice.
Oh, fuck up.
Yeah, just like that.
Nice
Fuck
shot.
out of here, B. Get it down. Get your turret down, you fucking idiot.
Bro.
That works. Built around here,
That's a 5-piece.
Damn, bro.
And last but not least, the engineer, who is engineered to solve the only problems that matter.
Yeah.
With spawns being so far from objectives, an engineer building a single new spawn can completely change the course of the game, not to mention the barbed wire and sandbags he's got for fortifying a position. That's gonna be a toasty one, Grouse. Somebody gets stuck on barbed wire, I'm gonna burn their ass to a crisp.
I mean, they're already on the grill, bro. Just gotta turn up the heat a little bit. W.
Good one. Good one.
Slam dunk.
All right, I'm gonna have a really good spawn near B. You can take up to 6 different squads into combat because different maps will suit different classes, and Flame Troopers are the perfect example. Flame Troopers on maps with bunkers and houses, cash. But on maps with open fields or swamps, tragic. It reminds me of Hitchbot. Like, Hitchbot in Canada, great. Hitchbot in the US, not so great.
Every time I hear about Hitchbot, it just makes me sad. I vaguely remember this. But every time I hear about Hitchbot, it's just, oh no.
Heard the story of Hitchbot. Hitchbot was just trying to show the difference, or just show human cooperation with one another. So he would just hitchhike across the country, and he's a robot. So like people have to just show their kindness. In Canada, he made it coast to coast. In the US, he was immediately beaten to death in Philadelphia.
Did you see the autopsy for Hitchbot? He was with a blunt object, stabbed, shot at with paintballs, and then stabbed again.
Somebody in Philly thought he had a Dallas Cowboys jersey on.
Hitchbot, who's your favorite quarterback? And they start saying Troy Aikman and then just...
The chat doesn't even forgive. They're just like, that's Philly. Yup, that's Philly.
Yep.
His arms are fucking.
Yeah, they tore his arms off.
I love this country, baby. USA, baby.
Oh my god, it's more and more. It's just like the US is 50 war tribes in a trench coat, and it is the most not incorrect statement I've heard.
USA.
And if 10 plus classes isn't enough for you, you can even mix and match. Like, I've got a squad that's primarily machine gunners, but also has a single engineer, radio man, and bomber to build spawn points, call in artillery, and blow up motherfucking tanks.
Okay, so there is modularity, so you can actually pick and choose, right? So you can have a well-balanced squad, right? Become the Swiss Army knife, effectively. Or you can choose to specialize. I like that. I think that is a level of modularity that a lot of games do not give you. I mean, even games like Overwatch, right? Overwatch ended up having the tank issue with triple tank. I don't think it was quad tank. I think it was triple tank meta, right? To which led to a design decision to, we're getting rid of free Q. Yeah, you don't have to roll Q now. We want this to be, I think it was a 2-2-2 split, right? 2 DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 support/healer, right? So thus, this is one example, and I'm sure there's many others that exist that you can recall off the top of your head, where games will actively de-incentivize you, if not outright restrict what you can and can't play because of balancing. And sometimes it isn't always possible, right? Sometimes you run into games where it's like, well, I think it was a conversation when we were streaming recently on War Thunder about how they were adding something, or some things were added and they were just strictly better. But there's also like X amount of vehicles in the game. So inherently, once you go over a certain size, how is it possible to balance that? And that's actually what Magic the Gathering ran into. Regardless on your feelings of Magic the Gathering, from a game design standpoint, is that not why rotation exists? But you have X amount of cards in a pool. You're also compensating for power creep. Thus, you run into what I understood was Artifact Winter, Necro Summer. To which Wizard of the Coast is just like, we're gonna introduce this rotation thing because this is bad. So thus you see why rotation is a fix for a lot of people in some games, right? Or seasons, right? And even Marvel Rivals, as of this reaction, a recent game, does have their seasons, right? Where, what was it, Season 0 had the spider... the spider characters getting a buff, right? But then you can have another season where, say, like Loki and Thor get a buff, and another season where, like, IDK, just Moon Knight gets a buff, right? So it's kind of like a rotation. Like, everything is kept the same, but there's a rotator. There's a format of buffs, right? So I think it's interesting. Once again, how different games tackle different problems. I feel that something the game could run into is if Enlisted did get to a point. I said I don't know where it's currently at. I didn't even know this game existed before watching this. If you run into a situation where you, say, have the entire armaments, even going back to, say, World War I. I don't know if you necessarily go before, right? But, like, every single firearm, including some of the strange ones, looked like the machine-stamped pistol that was airdropped, right? Like, sure, you could do something like that, maybe, as a fun little Battle Pass weapon. Like, how do you balance that many weapons? I think that... And the meta is... I know a lot of people say, oh, meta scary, meta bad, right? And it will always develop. There will always be, it's the path of least resistance. There will always be something that is going to be better at doing something, even if it's a subjective meta, like Badger is saying, right? Flamethrowers, right? On close quarters maps, they go hard. But once you're on a longer map, okay, it doesn't necessarily fly. Thus, you're going to go to snipers and stuff like that, right? And then you'll have snipers, which are meta. I'm sure in games that aircraft are, at least as of this, aircraft seems like they're pretty good. I don't know enough about outgoing damage versus received damage. Being able to go 21-1, even if you do get clipped and shot out of the sky, seems pretty bueno for a good pilot. So I wonder if this game did eventually devolve into air superiority, which generally does happen. I also wonder if that's why artillery isn't as effective, as you'll have people trying to go for vehicle play. And then that's a criticism in itself. Layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. I'm really droning on at this point. Let's get on with the video, Kip.
Is where progression comes in. And I swear, I'm not busting out a fucking Excel spreadsheet to min-max this shit into oblivion. I'll just speed run it with simple terms. And go. Fuck. And go. Campaign is where you unlock things by gaining experience or buying levels. Squad upgrades let you add more guys to your squad or different types of guys to your squad. You want an extra engineer? Start engineer. Personnel upgrades gives you higher ranking guys, and workshop upgrades give you higher ranking weapons. Logistics is where you can buy individual items to equip to individual soldiers. Sure, you may have unlocked the MG42 in campaign, but you need to get one here to put one in a soldier's hand. Same goes for every other item, and keep in mind every soldier in every Every squad, more or less, has a primary, secondary equipment, sidearm, grenades, mines, and a med kit. Hot damn. So you can see.
Once again, we see that modularity. That is a lot to kit out. And I think there's definitely going to be criticisms, because there's usually criticisms. And, well, I unlocked this here. Why don't I have this here? And as long as it's through, like, free-to-play currency, as long as you can sink time into it to invest in a reasonable amount of time, like, we're not talking like 100 hours for a single upgrade, right? Like, that's pretty unreasonable. But then again, I don't know. War Thunder players would do it. War Thunder players are built different. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, you guys are actually built different. That's not a dig. That is a compliment. But yeah, like the level of modularity here, I like it.
There's some serious depth to the game. Hell, you can even gain perks for your squad members, like the ability to jump extra high and Air Jordan your way over barbed wire.
Don't come through the front door.
Oh, I will.
Barbed wire,
I fucking will. I hop that shit.
Oh, that's what I like. The legs.
Yeah, I have the jump upgrade. He's Air Jordan that barbed wire.
Basically, the more you play, the more you unlock. The more you play with a squad, the better they become, and the more you complete tasks and challenges, the more guns and equipment you'll have available. Sure. Keeping it real, spending money on the game will fast track you in a lot of ways. So if you see yourself playing it for a while, the $10 for premium to supercharge your XP gain is worthwhile, but not mandatory. The homies and I could still slap everyone's shit and take dubs with level 0 normie classes after spending no money because bolt action's one shot to the chest and our tactics are unmatched.
Wow, Goose and Clue, you're really just gonna cap an extra dude at the buzzer and beat me?
Right.
Wow. Right. I know you found a dude eating a chocolate bar and you just just like punch down on the MRE.
Last meal right now. We found the guy from the second level of Modern Warfare 2, dude, just sitting behind the cover eating a Pop-Tart.
I have never seen this dude. I need to go replay this. I've never seen this dude.
They gonna find those dry ass crackers in the autopsy.
Yeah, before you shit on the default class for being shitty, Koala shot down Clue's plane with a single Kar98K bullet, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna nail him.
Oh God. You got me. Oh my God.
Did I just hit you?
Dude, you took out my wing. I'm going down.
Oh my God.
You see me
do
spinning?
Not say
what?
Oh God, wow. That's actually pretty
nice
nuts.
shot, dude.
What did you hit him with?
Dude,
a 45?
What'd you hit me with?
I smacked you through the wing with a Kar98.
Wow.
Oh,
you
That
dick.
was shot of the century right there.
Nice.
Still lose the war, though.
That is pretty impressive. So that actually makes me think that aircraft might be a little less bulky than I'm thinking they are. So if it seems like that would be far more balanced. That's super interesting. That is a great shot.
Not to mention the fixed weapons that everyone has access to. Like the MG42 as a primary may be unlocked way late in the tech tree, but there are dozens scattered around ready to mow down entire squads.
Oh, there's all kinds of dudes over here. I got an MG42 behind enemy lines, dog. Oh my God.
Wow.
Kill feed. Oh, how does it feel now using the MG42 on your own, guys?
Don't go thinking the Americans are lacking in their tech tree either, because I can assure you that the bar, which I now just see as a full auto Garand, and the trench gun ain't nothing to fuck with.
What caliber does a bar shoot?
30-06. It's literally a full auto M1 Garand.
Oh my God, the firing line.
I would do so much paperwork to own a bar. It would be so expensive to shoot though. That's kind of great.
On B. Oh yeah, they're downstairs. Oh no, don't worry. I'll get it.
Oh, they gonna play it.
Oh, Germans.
Whoa, this guy's coming in.
Whoa.
That reload speed though.
Oh God, they're getting scragged. They're getting scragged, baby. Trench gun, baby. Trench gun, go burn. Oh, that's a quad.
Wow. Yo, dude.
Trench gun for a reason. They call it a trench gun for a reason, boys. That's triple. I'm reloading. You think you're beating me with a slam-firing shotgun? I don't think so. That's pretty fun.
The range on that is actually nutty, though. Shotguns have consistently been one of the hardest things for games to balance, because doing realistic shotguns is like they are hyper lethal even at a range. Thus, they have to have damage drop off. Thus, they turn into confetti after a very short range. That is disgusting.
Hey, Spartan, it's funny because that was basically the logic of the Mandalorians. Jedis can block lasers. Okay, have fun with this buckshot.
And in the 4 days that I streamed it while recording, we only lost, I think, 1, maybe 2 games. So to challenge ourselves, we rounded things out with an offline Normandy game of Pasta, Stretchy, and I on the Axis versus Heavenly, Jello, and Bada on the Allies. And man, was it ever fun to cosplay the Germans.
Get clapped on, you kraut motherfucker.
Yeah. Good morning.
God.
Good morning. Oh, man.
That's fine. I didn't die. I'm built different. That didn't even hurt, bro.
Yo, why the sky hurt?
Why the sky hurt?
What's up?
Yellow, that's a very dangerous thing to do, I will have you know.
Why?
Because I will show you why. I will
my
show
God,
you
no.
the light side. Oh, you're definitely gonna
I will show
I don't
you
care.
a fucking bullet.
You still burn to death. You still burn to death. God
You
damn,
gotta
fell for
understand.
it. I have no bullets left.
I thought you just made it real personal, Badger.
No, that's my only choice. My team is so fucking bad.
But even with me stacking over 100 bodies, I still couldn't fight Fate.
Oh
so
my
we
God,
ran
no.
it one more time with Heavenly swapping up for Grouse in a final showdown where I pulled out all the stuff.
I'm building sandcastles on that beach, bro.
Yo, the gulag on D-Day probably looked like fucking Woodstock.
Let's fucking go! I got 6 bombs that are all 250 kilograms.
Let's see, you got 21 last time. Super hard.
17. No, you're not. I'll show you a Flammenwerfer. Fuck out of here.
But we turned down lo-fi hip-hop beats and started to relax too.
And lo-fi hip-hop beats. Storm Normandy.
It's my only
How?
option.
I have an MG42. How? Fucking how?
I'm pretty good at quick scoping. I played World of War a lot of the kid.
Don't get up, you bitch. I got you.
Alright, you know what? Your fucking plates.
Die, Americans! Yes! Bombs away! Come on, hit me. Hit me, baby! That's 6.
Nope, you can't shoot me. I see you trying, but you'll fail.
You will not succeed.
Fuck.
You just can't compete with this shit up close. It's just not
what the
happening,
fuck is that?
It's an MG42, dog. It's basically the closest thing that they had to a laser beam back in 39. Sorry, 42, whatever.
All right. How's the plane work? Dude, this is walky as shit.
You do not get to say that's wonky shit.
That's okay. The plane is the weapon.
Bulldoze the entire trench. You don't get to do that. Don't.
I feel like that's huge disrespect energy to be able to be like, no, this is wonky, bro. Just to absolutely just come down and crash. That is a very much a like you, F you. You got solo predator missiled even though your team is bunched up halfway across the map.
Half that fast. Stop.
Whoa, where'd all these Americans come from?
No, Badger, please.
Let's go! Oh, I still got a massive kill feed. Yo, I don't want to say no team.
171.
171. Yeesh.
We had a dude on our team named Sus Bedstein. I don't want to hear anything.
And if all that wasn't enough, the Battle of Berlin campaign is now available, which means you can finally PM with the Panzerfaust and a double-barrel shotgun. Maybe not the double-barrel shotgun, but an M30 drilling from the Luftwaffe ain't bad.
You better put that shit in reverse, Terry. You're not.
You came to the wrong zone, rookie. Bang, bang, bang. Das macht viel Spaß, which in German means that shit bangs. So be sure to check out Enlisted for free down below. You won't regret it. I'm not gonna put you under the gun and threaten you like a deserter. Just know that it's an absolute blast and totally worth it.
Deserter, and then it just executes you. You just get shot by an officer immediately. Changing your mind, young man.
Hell diver status.
All right, so
Thank you for something to put in the bingo card. Thank you.
My favorite game on Enlisted.
And that's about it. I'd like to thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate you letting me borrow your eyeballs for like 20 minutes. And be sure to tune in next time when we don't visit Philadelphia. Look out, Ohio. There's a new state in town. That doesn't make any sense.
Then our next person now want to see Ohio versus Philadelphia showdown. Not sure how that would work because Philly is a city and Ohio is a merciless empire. But whatever the format, I'd love to see a SmackDown. I'd pay-per-view any day of the week. On God, more Badger. I couldn't actually tell who this was by. I think this is Gaijin, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. This was amazing. I actually really loved this. I love hearing about, like, because he brings out such cool games. I just haven't heard anything about this at all, because mostly it's just War Thunder that I hear from Gaijin anymore. So I wonder if this is still active. I wonder what happened before and after this video. I wonder if there's actually anything that anything that came from this, because that was actually super interesting. I, however, want to thank everybody for watching. I had an amazing time with this, and I hope you did as well. This was awesome. Thank you, Badger, and thank you everyone else for Camp 2021. That's probably why I didn't hear about it. I was way busy with work at the time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This was amazing. Badger and crew, you did an amazing job in this, and let me know what your experience with Enlisted was if you have it, and I'll see you in the next one.